capital city. Welcome to Denver. This is Empower Field at Mile High. Today, rivals collide in the AFC West. It's the LA Chargers and the Denver Broncos. Mike Tirico, along with my partner Greg Olson, it's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. Off we go from Denver. To the 25-yard line. So here come the Chargers, and it's year 6 and year 2 for Justin Herbert, Greg. It's year 2 with Jim Harbaugh, but the 6th season for the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft.
His skill set can be determined by the letter A. Arm talent, athletic. And he's got a kind of aura about him. There's something special that they know. When he's under center, we have a shot. First-round pick. He's got everything you want for the quarterback position. He needs to take that next step from being a legitimate, bona fide franchise quarterback to a superstar in the NFL.
Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
At the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. On play action now. Herbert. He's going to air this one out. The ball deflected at least a couple of times. And it will fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. Right side hauled in by McConkey. 11 yards on the connection there. And
that's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
He finds the receiver. It's Trey Harris. And they're going to work this down inside the 19 more on that one. And another first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield.
And we'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of
23 yards on that pass play. It's good for a Charger first down.
And now they find themselves on the verge of really putting together an opening statement drive here at the start of this game. But now that the field becomes condensed, continue to be smart in the way you attack this defense.
The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. The Broncos say they have it, and yes, they do. The defense comes up with a play in the red zone. Those active hands get to the quarterback, knock it out, and they come up with the recovery.
Mike, we see this from time to time down here when an offense is operating in the red zone. The field shrinks, coverage gets a little bit tighter, quarterbacks tend to hold the ball a little too long, and that's him right here.
So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy, 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. 2nd, 6.
Well, it didn't long for Bo Nix to establish a bona fide starter in this league, winning the position with the rookie. He all the intangibles, but really what sticks out the most, Mike, is the amount of starts he made in college. Kind of similar to Brock Purdy. Very experienced at the college level. Let's see how that carries over here to the NFL level.
Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and that will lead to a 2nd down. They'll throw. It's Nix. They set up the for Dobbins. For their first down, is able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's 3rd and 2. Nix from the gun. Off. That's over the middle and intercepted.
Test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to wrap. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
The Chargers offense ready to see the football for the second time.
Every single defense in the league is trying to do.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. They go sideline, and he stays inbound. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
Give him steam there. And a down.
Once he saw the defense, he knew that.
First and 10, here's Herbert. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. And I think one of the Chargers was, yes, he was able to get his hands on it, and they retained possession.
And they should themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Work to do now as they come up and long. To the gun, here's Herbert. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack that doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
They'll try and get there on the ground.
So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original scrimmage.
On fourth down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers. The Broncos have Marvin Mims out for the return. And this is not going to do the trick. Not even close to where they needed to be. Turn it over on downs. Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he'll work his way down inside the 40. Tuipulotu there for the tackle.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. On the bootleg, it's Nix. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
Brings up third.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. And that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide. What are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
On fourth down, the veteran Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. This one from 52 yards away.
Mike, it's usually not a good thing when we start talking about the long snapper, but it was his error that leads to this blocked kick. So if this operation doesn't get cleaner, this is something we're going to have to keep an eye on the rest of the game.
So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Take the handoff. Now Herbert. His fullback releasing. And he's going to bring it in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
They'll run it for the first time with Najee Harris. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch, and now fourth down.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable. Incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
This one angles out of where it comes inside the 15-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's first and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got a man open. It's Sherfield. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. A big-time play for the Broncos. 31 yards.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks.
Here's second down and 7. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a third down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Nix to throw. And that is incomplete.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
On fourth down, out is the rookie 6th-round pick, Jeremy Crawshaw, to kick it away. Back deep is Darius Davis. Oh, they had a shot there, hit the 5, but it continues into the end zone, and they'll come back out to the 20. The Chargers offense ready to see what they can do. They'll do so with first and 10. This drive will begin with a run with Hampton. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23.
John Franklin Myers on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7. The 23-yard line.
Second down, they need 7. From the gun, it's Herbert. Throw on the run is complete, and it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. Busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Give, and here comes Hampton. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. Brings up second down.
Ball right on the 50-yard line for 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Hampton, and he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it, and he's able to pick up the
downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Disley is the man in motion. On first down, right back to Hampton. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Loss of 2. Brings up second down at the Broncos 46.
So a turnover-filled first quarter has come to an end. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. It's the Chargers with the football to begin this second quarter. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Herbert. They've got it 2nd down and 11. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition and results in a negative play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Herbert. Open man, left side, he's got it. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Disley is the man in motion. Run between the tackles for Hampton. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard.
Speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Throwing, Herbert. A pass taken in by Harris. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Mike, I love studying the NFL and just seeing the amount of ways NFL coordinators are able to get their running backs now involved in the passing game. They're kind of chess pieces. They can move them out in the slot. They can put them out wide, of course out of the backfield. It's a big part of today's modern NFL.
He's got a man! It's Harris! And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's Hampton. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Here's Herbert. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete. Will Disley, the intended target that time. Third down coming up.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the D.
To throw is Herbert. Looking middle and complete with Allen. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a fourth down decision.
And he's not going over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt. You're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
The Broncos offense ready to get back at it. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. That's caught on the right side by Sutton.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Mims sent in motion here. Now it's Dobbins. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on and pass too often in today's NFL.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he is very close to the first down, but eyeball, he is shy of it. And they say it's 4th and inches.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Davis to return it. And no chance to turn upfield. He's forced out of bounds after a very short return. The Chargers offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Herbert now on 1st down. He'll find an open man. It's Allen. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
An 8-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 50-yard line.
2nd and a yard. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down, Chargers.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Herbert makes the read, decides to hang on. The defense not fighting. They stay at home and they tackle him for no gain.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game, and in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
Allen in motion. Now Herbert throwing on 2nd down. There he goes again. And they'll take this down inside the 35. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
First down, Los Angeles.
When you're game planning during the week for a mobile quarterback like this, on every down, you have to have somebody to account for him. You can see why here. He's able to escape the pocket, turn into a runner, and he can take every play and make it a big play.
Herbert keeping it on the zone read.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there's a lot of space for the quarterback for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Trying to work inside. He brings this to about the 26-yard line. Nick Bonito there for the tackle.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Herbert to throw. And that is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Dicker for the Chargers field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers will take a 3-0 lead.
Broncos nothing.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Jaleel McLaughlin now on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Broncos offense back onto the field for their next possession. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10. Give it to Dobbins. He'll take this ahead. It's a pickup of 3. Tuipulotu there for the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Here's Dobbins. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Hicks from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try to run for it.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Denver Broncos.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the 1st down.
That's caught left side by Ingram. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
On the ground, here's Dobbins. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
So they go with the 1st down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good 2nd down situation, but Now they find themselves in 2nd and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and it stresses your quarterback.
And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and it'll be 3rd down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. They need to say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points.
Oh, a loose football. The Chargers have it.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
Chargers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. Herbert now on 1st down. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain out.
On the handoff, it's Hampton. He is met and dropped.
Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Taking off, he'll try to get there. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a 1st down. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. A stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. He's going nowhere. Loses yardage on that play.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts, and to trust those instincts from the jump, and he's able to set the offense going backwards as a result.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Down, going to be incomplete. Lad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And 3rd down coming up.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. And that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2 That kick is good. And the Chargers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0, and this drive will begin with a first down. They send Sutton in motion. Quick run, taken in, and that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
That's complete on the tight screen, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They get 18 on that one. Good for a Denver first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Chargers' 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first.
The easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver, and then see what he can do after the catch.
The catch made there by Sutton. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
At the 21-yard line.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
He takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Throw it. Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Oh, it's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
13 yards on the play. That's another Denver Broncos.
Those plays are killers for a defense. You think you have the quarterback hemmed in. You think you have a chance for your pass rush to get you off the field. Instead, he gets away, picks up some tough yards, and sets his team up first and goal.
Good blocking, and he's in. Hey, Dobbins. Touchdown, Denver.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Broncos move out in front by a point. It's 7-6.
Chargers 6.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense trotting back out for their... The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. First and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Some defensive ends run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Second and 11. From the gun, it's Herbert. Short throw taken in by Disley. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
And it's third down.
Shotgun now for Herbert. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend it. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. Fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense about ready to take over once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with first and 10. With Dobbins. And despite a nice juke, he's going to get a yard to show for it. Second down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
The line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. For an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run, there's no holes for the back to find, and all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
And the Broncos first down.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force fourth down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the first down with his legs. Now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
And he'll be brought down at the 45. Tuli Tuipulotu there for the tackle.
Brings up second down.
Second and 5. Back to throw is Nix. That is brought in downfield by Sutton.
It's a gain of
A big-time play for the Broncos.
That's good.
31 yards.
Broncos.
This guy has just such a knack for getting open, Mike, and whenever they're looking for that big play, he's usually one of the guys at the top of the progression, and it's pretty easy to see why.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with, how well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Mims sent in motion here. Big throw. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
And I feel like we see this so often, Mike, especially with how good these receivers are after the catch. They're so eager to pick up that extra yardage. Sometimes they don't completely put the ball away, and with how good these defenders are at knocking it loose, pretty fortunate on that one. His teammate was there to prevent that from being a turnover.
That'll be complete to Dobbins. And the tackle is made at about the 6.
What an advantage it brings a defense cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
They need 6 for the touchdown. Second and goal. To throw is Nix. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Deion Henley gets in there for the sack, and now it's third and goal.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position, but with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6, but after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Throwing here on third and goal. This
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another guy? I'm not sure how you guard him.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on 4. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Bo Nix. Touchdown, Broncos. Greg, there's nothing like a quarterback who can take a play that's not in the playbook and bring it to life and bring it to the end zone for a touchdown.
These are the most difficult plays for a defense to defend because you think you do everything right. You have all the receivers covered. You're able to force the quarterback off his initial spot, but sometimes you just can't teach athlete, Mike, and in this case, he said, all right, there's nowhere to go with the ball. I'm just going to tuck it and do it myself.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. His kick is good. Broncos will take a 14-6 lead.
Chargers 6.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one. Big role in who's going to walk away with a W. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This is Hassan Haskins to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So now here to the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. The deficit is 8. That drive begins with 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Herbert, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire. All linebacker Alex Singleton. He's in for the sack. It's to begin the drive. Work to do now as they come up. Disley is the man in motion. Throwing, Herbert. This one finds McConkey. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
Disley is the man in motion. Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
The Chargers get set to kick it away. To return, it's Mims. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. They'll begin here on the ground. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd down at the 34-yard line.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
And 11.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This one, broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
This brought in out past the 20. And this winds up a very nice return. He's able to get up past the 40-yard line.
Automatic first down.
First and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. Brings up second down.
Here's Nix to throw. To the outside, hauled in by Sutton. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35.
That's good for
A gain there of 10 yards. First down, Broncos.
10 at the 33-yard line.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. When they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 9. They'll stick with him again. Space to run. Inside the 20. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Give him 27. And it's first and goal.
That's good.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
They'll throw. It's Nix. He's got it at the 3. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Brett Sherfield. Touchdown, Denver. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Lutz for the extra point. And look at this. The extra point is blocked. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. Davis now to return it. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll begin with first and 10. Disley is the man in motion. Throwing on first down is Herbert. On the out, connected with Allen. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a first.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the fourth quarter. We've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball.
That's good for 27 and a first down.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming.
That is hot. What a throw. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, L.A.
All week we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will cut the deficit to 7.
Chargers 13.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. McLaughlin now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to get back at it.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Nix. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Up the middle they go. The hole closes quickly. They'll pick up about 3.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Got it into the hands of Mims. And that's a first down. It will be of 8.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They get 15 on that game. Good for a Denver first down.
First and 10.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can back an offensive line to close this game out.
Now it's Dobbins. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another first down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line. Brings up second down.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice coverage there defensively, and here you find yourself in a one-score game. Mike, he understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away, snap it again.
This is 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down, bring him down for a sack.
Here comes Will Lutz in a big spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. The return, here comes Davis. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. On first down, Herbert. A pass taken in by Harris. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
So, from the 37, here's second down and a yard. Run between the tackles for Hampton. And I don't think he got there. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's fourth down.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
A gain of 11.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
Allen in motion. Herbert now on first down. Now a screen set up for Harris. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That screen goes for 12, and that's a first down.
First down, Chargers.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On play action now. Herbert. That's into the hands of Disley downfield. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
And the Chargers first down.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Going left side, complete to Harris. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 6-yard
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
He'll step up and run this. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
First and goal.
He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, here is first and goal. They'll drop to throw. That is caught to the goal line and in. Will Disley. Touchdown Chargers.
Well, that was step one. The offense did their job, get this thing back within one possession, so they're still alive. But now they've got to find a way to get a little bit of luck and find a way to get the ball back, and it's not going to be easy.
Kicker now for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. McLaughlin now on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Broncos offense and their running back set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work, and just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Rather start on the ground. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
They set up the screen for Broncos. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second. Talk things over before third down. The gun on third down. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
At the 28-yard line.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game and are going to send their fans home quite happy. Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.